Oh hey, I didn't see you there. If you're using one of our OXIPANELs or other analyzers in the field, it most likely incorporates a UC-80 human-machine interface digital display. Since I got you here, I'm going to show you how to utilize the different components built within so that way you're equipped in the field to manage your unit properly. So this is our main home screen for our UC-80 HMI digital display. This is where you will find all of your live readings for whatever parameters you are monitoring. And if you have multiple, you can click this arrow in the bottom right, which will take you to the next screen, which will show the rest of them as well as your analog inputs. Before doing anything, you're going to want to log in. To do this, hit the home button in the top left, user at the bottom, log in, type in the password provided in the Pyxis user manual, and hit the login button. Now we're going to run through all the major components that can be found in the home screen. So if you click the home button in the top left, this will pull up your menu, and we're going to start with parameter. And this is where you'll find most of your system settings. Starting with control interface, this is where you can adjust your flow interlock, your output control, and your cleaning control if you are utilizing an OXIPANEL Platinum. Under flow interlock, this is where you can change between auto and manual mode. In manual, you can turn the brush and sensors on and off on your own, but if you set it to auto, this is where you can adjust the flow interlock time depending on how long you want the brush and sensor to stay on when no flow is detected. Underneath flow interlock is your output control. This is where you can adjust your relay 1 and 2, turn them on and off, change what settings it is dependent on. Underneath control interface, you'll find your settings interface that will allow you to adjust your alarm parameters. Here you can type in your upper and lower limits for each measurement, and it will send the alarm if it goes out of range. Underneath settings interface is your user-defined settings. Here you can change the names of each measurement or switch your units for your flow and temperature. Underneath that is your information service. Under information service, you have your diagnostic data. This is helpful when you're working with a Pyxis service rep, and you can find your raw signal to help troubleshoot any problems you're having. The other important setting under information service is your terminal definition. Here you can find a picture of the inside of the UC-80 box to help with confirming that your wiring is correct. Underneath information service is the 4 to 20 input if you're utilizing this feature. And then finally we have DCS output at the very bottom. Here you can adjust your 4 to 20 milliamp output range as well as your Modbus RTU and Modbus TCP outputs. Next, we're going to show how to calibrate your sensor using the digital display. I'm going to start by going to the home button again. And under parameters, you will find calibration. For some calibrations, like pH, we recommend using our standard solutions for a 3-point calibration. You can perform a process calibration, but we do not recommend it. For others, like your free chlorine, you'll perform a process calibration. To do this, simply type in the value, hit OK, hit process cal, and OK again. When it's successful, hit the OK button and X out. If you need more information on how to do this, click on the link in the description below. Now we're going to run through the rest of the settings. Under calibration is alarm. This will give you a data log of any alarms that have occurred while in process. Underneath alarm is data. This is where you will find your historical data. Also in the data log is where you can export your data. If you click the query button on the bottom right, then you have two options. You can either type in the start time and end time in the correct format or the amount of export days. Go into the controller, input the USB drive into the USB port, come back to the front, hit data export, and you should be good to go. Underneath data is your curve. This is a live graph showing each parameter's readings. You can cycle through each in the top right using the arrows. Finally, under user and then manage, you can manage your users and groups. You can edit certain users and adjust your password to ensure safety when operating your unit. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out at any point. We're always here. See ya.
Perfect.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Step out and do it again.
Okay.